Yo, we live, man. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose, here today, bringing you another edition of the Starting Five on DraftKings and FanDuel. Alright, but before we get into it, man, we got the lineup review. Man, it feels like it's been forever since we did a lineup review with the skipping days in between the 2-game and 1-game slates. Man, we actually get to do a lineup review here today. So I got my best lineup pulled up for y'all right here. If you caught the updated starting five yesterday, hopefully it helped you, man. It was a good night for us. Good night on DraftKings. Great night on FanDuel, man. We pretty much right at tripled up on DraftKings, and we actually tied for 4th place in the $9 100K contest over there on FanDuel. So very solid night for us. Could have been a lot better, but let's get into this breakdown. If you caught the updated starting five yesterday, well, this is my best lineup updated starting five. This is in the $1.20 max right here. We came in 126th place, put up 300 points. Yeah, if you caught the updated starting five yesterday, you know I went with Drew Holiday, Paul George, Chris Middleton, Blake Griffin, Brooke Lopez. I'm sorry, and Brooke Lopez was the updated starting five yesterday. All right, let's start at the top. Drew Holiday, man, the one stain on our resume yesterday. He did not have a good game, man. We could have had an even better night if Drew had performed better for us. But I mean, I get it. Giannis and Middleton pretty much carried the Bucks to a win yesterday, so we missed right here. But hey, we're gonna go right back to him next time out. This should make his price fall. We got him at 38% on right here. He only gave us 23 DK points. The lone snowflake in the lineup, man, did not produce for us. Like I said, it's Middleton and Giannis carried the load yesterday. But you miss sometimes, and it happens, man. It happens. So just chalk that one up as an L right there. Really hurt. If he had a better night, we could have had a great night. But coming in at shooting guard, wanted to go to PG-13. Got him at beautiful ownership, 23% on right here, man. He dropped us 49 DK points. Very solid for PG. I wanted to go to PG here, just same thing I did like the first game, man. Everybody liked all the Utah pieces. You know, the Ingles, the Donovan Mitchells, the Clarkson, but nobody really wanted the Clippers pieces. That made no sense to me. I did the same thing the first game. I took Donovan Mitchell and ran him back with like Paul George and Kawhi in some spots. Guys, if you like the Utah pieces in this game, it only makes sense that you try to run it back with one of those Clippers guys, because it's not going to be a blowout. It's going to be tightly contested games. I know the total on this game is not as high as the Bucks next game, but it's still any other night. If you're looking at a big game slate, that's a 221, 220. That's a solid total. So I wanted to get a piece of Paul George right here, and he worked out for us at 49 DK points. Coming in at small forward, I wanted to get some Chris Middleton. I just felt like, if y'all saw the video yesterday, y'all know I was on the Bucks. I thought the Bucks should win, and the reason why I changed slightly from the starting five I posted yesterday is because I figured for the Bucks to win, the other pieces were gonna have to have a big game. Giannis couldn't be the only one to play well in them wins, so that's why I pivoted a little bit from the video yesterday. So I went with Chris Middleton, got him at 26% on right here in this contest. Very solid ownership on a 2-game slate, and he dropped right at 57 DK points, man. Big double from Chris Middleton. You love to see that. Coming in at my power forward spot, went Blake Griffin, 50% on. We knew he'd be a little chalk, but he was one of the few value pieces yesterday, man. It was a couple of value pieces that everybody was going to be on, but I felt like you had to get to them as they was all in pretty much good spots. Blake got into some foul trouble early on, hurt his production a little bit, but he still finished with 24 DK points. So a solid effort from Blake Griffin. Wish he could have had a little higher there. And then my center, man, Brooke Lopez. Just staying with the Bucks thing. You see how it's kind of a Bucks stack right here with Holiday, Middleton, and Brooke Lopez. Just me believing that the Bucks would win, and I knew the other guys would have to play well. That's why I didn't mind with a mini Bucks stack right here. He came in at, right at 42% on in this contest and gave us 31 DK points as well, man. Solid outing from Brook Lopez, and he did it with peripherals, man. He didn't even score much. He had 11 boards, 6 blocks. He only had 3 real-life points, man. If he scored a ball, if he just gets you 10 points, man, he puts up a monster. But very solid from Brook Lopez at this 42% on. And then rounding out my lineup, Joe Ingles, man, I wanted to get him another value play that we felt was in a good spot yesterday. He came in right at 40% on. Very solid effort from Joe Ingles. 33 DK points, man. You gotta love that over there. Then at my other forward, went Bruce Brown, 49%. Just another of those values. You can see I just went with the Bucks plays I like and my PG run back. And then I just fit the values in here. You don't have to get that different, and it's hard to get that different on a 2-game slate, man. But we got Bruce Brown in here. Knew he'd be kind of chalky as well, and he came through for it as well. Big double from Bruce Brown, 35 DK points, man. Very solid effort. And then rounding out at the utility spot, I wanted to get different here. I felt like he was the forgotten man. We wanted to go Rudy Gobert. We got him at 15% on in this contest. Beautiful. And Gobert had a monster double-double. 13 points, 20 boards. Gave us 48 DK points, man. Very solid, guys. Look, don't be afraid to run guys like that back. I don't know why Gobert wasn't getting any ownership. Well, I get it. I know why. Because he didn't perform well the first game, and that everybody pretty much figured that with them starting Morris at the center going small, that took away from his rebound opportunities. But once I saw Zubac was starting, it was a lock in for me, because I know Zubac is not stretching the floor. I knew that meant Gobert being in the basket a little more, so I wanted to go Gobert, and I knew I could get different from the pack right here, but as he wasn't drawing any ownership, so very solid output from Gobert. Really helped us out yesterday and pushed us up the leaderboard. So there you have it, man. My best lineup on DraftKings with the updated starting 5, man. Y'all be sure to get in here, man. Go follow on Twitter. Check back to the video about a half hour before lock, so y'all can get that updated starting 5, man. And if you hadn't did it and you watching right now, hit the like button, man. Please hit that like button for your boy. We definitely need those over here. If it's your first time watching, man, hit the subscribe button. Turn your notification bell on so you know when the video drops, all right? Let's go take a look and see what I'm liking tomorrow for the starting 5, all right? It's a tough slate over here. It's going to be like the tail of night and day. If you're looking at yesterday, then you come looking at today's slate. Very little value yet today, man. You're going to have to piece it together. It's going to be you got to play some guys you're uncomfortable with. Get ready. You're not going to, like yesterday, I was putting together lineups. I was loving how they look, things of that nature. You might not love how your lineup looks tonight, all right? It's going to be some guys you like, you really not going to trust or you really not going to want, but it's going to be tough because there's no value. So let's get into it, man. Starting at the point guard spot. I want to go to Chris Paul, 7,100. It's looking like that shoulder is healthy. He is too cheap right now. I mean, don't even second guess it. Just play him. Just play him. He's gonna be chalky, undoubtedly. He'd probably be the highest owned player on both sites, man. But he is just underpriced right now, as he's looking like he's fully healthy. The jump shot has been falling. He's giving you 15 assists with no turnovers, man. He's just being a true point guard, a true leader out there for this Phoenix Suns team. And I just think you have to play him right now, all right? So I definitely want to go to Chris Paul at point guard. Probably my favorite play for tomorrow right now. Coming in at shooting guard, Bogdanovic. Going 6,400, prices coming down on. Going against the Philadelphia 76ers. You know, he's really the second scorer on this Atlanta Hawks team behind Trae Young. He shoots the ball very well. He's been shooting it solidly so far, and they're going home. So players tend to shoot a little better at home. So I'm anticipating him doing what he's been doing the first couple of games, but shooting a little better over here since they're playing at home. The crowd is gonna have him energized. I like going to Bogdanovic here, as the 76ers are probably going to intensify their efforts in trying to stop Trae Young, so that could lend itself to a few more shots for Bogdanovic. I like getting to him right here at this 6,400 price tag. Coming in as small forward, going to Kevin Huerter. He's probably the second highest owned guy tomorrow, if not the first. It's gonna be between him and Chris Paul, but 4,700. He's the one value piece right here. We know Hunter's done for the rest of the playoffs. Meniscus tear, man. Sorry to hear that for the kid. He's been battling injuries all year, and now he's done for the playoffs. So that means that I ain't gonna say that's guaranteed the minutes go to Herter, but I'm confident that he gets the bulk of these minutes as that's how he got the bulk of the minutes during the regular season, and he's beginning the bulk of the minutes since Hunter's been sideline in these playoffs. So we want to go to him right here. This 4,700. He's another guy who can shoot, fill it up, and I just think, like I said, the 76ers are gonna they're keying in on Trey, trying to stop him. So I think that can lend itself to more shots for guys like Bogdanovich and Herter. All right, so definitely want to get to him. He's gonna be a little chalky tomorrow as well. Coming in at power forward. Listen, I told you it's one of them guys you're not going to feel all that comfortable with, but you're going to have to play a couple of guys like this. 1, 2, maybe even 3 on tomorrow's slate. It's very tough, but Michael Porter Jr., 6,900. Long as he's questionable right now. His back has been bothering him. I'm gonna roll the dice. I'm anticipating he plays. He played last time out, and Michael Porter Jr. It's a roller coaster ride, man. It's a roller coaster ride. He gonna have games where he give you 20 fantasy points, 18, but then he'll have a hot shooting game and give you 50, man. You just don't know what to expect. Is how he's feeling and how his shot going. But one thing about it, if he sees a couple shots fall, he's definitely gonna keep shooting. And you just gotta ride the wave with Michael Porter Jr. So I'm willing to take a chance on him right here, this 6,900, and get him into some of my lineups tomorrow, all right? And then coming in at center, going DeAndre Ayton. Listen, it's center slim pickings tomorrow. Center slim pickings is basically 4 guys. You got Jokic, Embiid, Ayton, and Capella. Slim pickings. You just gotta decide. I mean, you got guys like Collins and everybody, and I'm drawing a blank right now, but guys who are eligible at center, but I'm not going that route. It's going to be between the main 4 guys for me. I'm going to rotate them in and out. But the main guy I got my eye on is DeAndre Ayton at 6,800. Just been very solid for the Phoenix Suns so far in these playoffs. He hasn't really sparked a ceiling game or anything like that, spiked the ceiling game, but he's just been very solid, man. And I think this is a fair price for him at this 6,800. He has a decent floor in this matchup. He's always in line for a good solid double-double, and hey, maybe he fall into some extra rebounds, get some putback dunks, and he can give us a sneaky big performance tomorrow. But I like him at this price tag and in this matchup. There you have it, man. My starting 5 for DraftKings: Chris Paul, Bogdanovich, Kevin Herter, Michael Porter Jr., and DeAndre Ayton. All right, let's go take a look at FanDuel and see what I'm feeling over there. All right, it's gonna look very similar, man. Pretty much mirror images of each other on the starting 5. But at the top, going Chris Paul, 8,200. He's $1,100 more expensive on FanDuel, but I'm still okay with getting to him right here in this spot, man. I just think he does everything for this Suns offense as far as getting everybody where they need to be, getting them into the right sets, and I just want to take advantage of Chris Paul right here at this price tag. Don't know how chalky he'll be over here on FanDuel, but he's definitely going to be somewhat chalky. But I like getting to him, man. Not worried about the price increase. Coming in at shooting guard, staying with Bogdanovich, 6,800 over here on FanDuel. Just anticipating a few more shots from him, anticipating them shooting better, being that they back in Atlanta for the first game of this series. A home crowd, energized, a few more shots. Everything is boding well for Bogdanovich to have a bigger performance than he's been having so far. So he just got to go out and get it done, all right? Like getting to him at the shooting guard. At the small forward, staying with Michael Porter Jr., man, 7,200. Listen, same thing on FanDuel like DraftKings, man. You're going to have to play a few guys you're uncomfortable with, especially in the forward positions tomorrow, man. Forwards, small forward, power forward, it's tough tomorrow, man. You're going to have to plant a flag and stick to your guns, and I'm planting my flag with Michael Porter Jr., all right? Coming in at power forward, though, I want to look at Tobias Harris, 8,800. Just been very solid as the number 2 scorer for the 76ers over here. He's going to look to continue his solid production and his hot play and get Philly a 2-1 lead in this series. I like getting to him at this 8,800 right here. And then rounding out at my center, man, staying with DeAndre Ayton, 7,400. Okay, solid price on him right here. Slightly increased from DraftKings, but I'm okay with it. As he's gonna see the bulk of the minutes at center, as long as he stays out of foul trouble. He's the one body they got to try to slow down Jokic. So expect him to get all the run he can handle. And I like him. He's always a double threat. All right. There you have it, man. My starting five for FanDuel: Chris Paul, Bogdanovich, Michael Porter Jr., Tobias Harris, and DeAndre Ayton. Man, get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pool. You know I'm going to have them in mind. That's going to do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up, man. I see y'all tomorrow, all right? Let's go.